and we should have no sound issues like last time. But anyway, all right, let's just jump into it, guys. So I'm gonna give you guys a longer recap, just because that's what I wrote for last time, and I'm gonna use it to remind myself. Okay, so previously on Wild Beyond the Witchlight, the party discussed how you would infiltrate Loomlurch as you settle down for the evening. This is after your fight with the League of Malevolence. And Zindi told Harper about her missing mother, and Harper mentioned that she has been searching for Zybilna's lost cauldron. Winterbow approaches Harper and regards her with esteem. Harper is elated to see a centaur, but saddened to hear that the rest of the centaurs have fled the realm. Will of the Wild offhandedly mentions that his parents are also captured by the hags, and while he was once imprisoned at Loomlurch, he intends to free the other children as well as rescue his parents. The party begins to plan on how to get inside. While some are experts at disguising themselves, several are unable to disguise themselves. You guys decide to play into this and split up. Harper, you have been infiltrating the goblin market for weeks in an effort to gain intelligence. Zindi and Will also transform themselves into goblins and pose as Harper's new helpful goblin assistants she acquired on a supply run. Meow Wolf, using your bizarre title you earned as the Witchlight Monarch, you will enter as a king from a faraway land with Winterbow and Sloane as your personal guards, Boba as next of kin, and Snoodles, the royal crocodilian, and Keeks will go with Zindi, Harper, and Will as a go-between, so to speak. So, as you guys make your way into Loomlurch, Harper recalls a famous wandmaker who lived around these parts before the hags took over. And Harper remembers that she attended this wandmaker's wedding as Zybilna's aide. You also remember receiving a birth announcement from the wedded couple welcoming a baby girl. So you guys end up taking a little side road before getting too close to Loomlurch and find that the wandmaker's shop still stands and has been playfully renamed as Molly's Mystical Must-Haves, Magics and Mysteries, last stop before Loomlurch. Inside you find a lavish magic shop with just about any magical item you can imagine. Scrolls, wands, and potions, along with weapons and the like, line the walls. And as you begin to look around, a blonde elven woman comes out to greet you and introduces herself as Molly. Molly is the daughter of the famous wandmaker and explains that this shop is her father's legacy. Molly follows the old ways and prizes reciprocity, hospitality, and ownership. While she does not accept any money, she happily accepts a lock of Sloane's red hair, a memory from Will, a secret from Boba, and a hair of Winterbow's tail as payment for their various items. Meow Wolf notices the multicolored vials and asks Molly if she has a modified memory potion. And as she begins looking, Zindi eyes a particular scroll and attempts to charm the elven wizard to no avail. Molly becomes very cross with her and eventually asks her to wait outside. Harper offers memories of Molly's father and mother getting married, as well as the juicy secret about Zybilna to trade for the scroll of protection Zindi was attempting to con Molly out of. Harper also asked for any secret information Molly would have that she could bestow upon them about Loomlurch. So Molly asked Harper what Zybilna was working on before the realm fell. While Harper couldn't quite tell you all the ins and outs of it, Zybilna was actually working on a wish spell, which, as Molly states, many have said they could cast or that they had cast it, but is a rare and delicate thing. Harper is aware that the wish spell currently employs controversial ingredients and is highly dangerous to the spellcaster and whatever arcane focus is used. Molly expertly extracts snippets of her parents' wedding from Harper's memory, and Harper thanks her for her patience and hospitality. You leave with Molly's blessing and leave with new items for the entire team. Um, and then just to go over this, Meow Wolf, you acquired a modified memory potion. Zindi, you have a scroll of protection from Faye.
Cool.
Harper, you have secrets about the inner workings of Loomlurch. You confirm that Granny Nightshade has a dragon, however, it's a baby dragon. She mentions that there are boggles, which are born from loneliness, presumably from the children who are forced to work in the toy shop. Boggles also produce an oily substance, which is most likely used to manufacture the toys. Boba gains a cloak of protection. Winterbow gets a +2 weapon. Will acquires a new instrument. And Sloane now has a +1 bow. The party finds Zindi sheepishly by Juniper Berry, who immediately apologized for her lack of grace. Harper softly chides her that she has forgotten the old ways. Meow Wolf says not to worry, they understand. When you smell like swamp, no one wants to womp womp. Harper hands Zindi the scroll, reminding her of the rules of hospitality, ownership, and reciprocity. You stop for a short rest just before hitting the outskirts of Loomlurch. Harper casts Alter Self, Zindi casts Disguise Self, and Will has a disguise kit thanks to Sloane's sewing skills. Say that 8 times fast. Meow Wolf sends Keeks along with Harper and Zindi as a go-between in case shit goes down. Will, Zindi, and Harper, with Keeks flying above them, enter the Goblin Market. Harper recognizes Chucklehead, the head of the Goblin Market, who is a very strange head indeed. Everyone who values their own head knows not to mention Chucklehead's head under any circumstances. Chucklehead approaches Harper, Churd, Harper's extremely elegant fake goblin name, Glarg, the tall and, well, let's just say it, rather beautiful goblin, and wince. While chatting with Chucklehead, a worm pops out of his eye socket, crawls across his face, and into his other eye hole. Yeah. After a few questions, Chucklehead lets you know that Stess was watching your tent, and Stess immediately pulls you aside to let you know that Chucklehead has a worm eating his brain for the past few weeks and is expected to kick the bucket in as many weeks. Churd and Stess share a moment of goblin camaraderie before Churd returns to her assistance and gives them a rundown of the conversation. Will seems relieved that Mishka is alive, but Harper is worried that Chucklehead's soft spot for her will bring the girl more trouble than she needs. Harper suggests that the goblins should push for a better working condition, and it may be possible to plant a seed of rebellion within the market. Zindi jumps at this suggestion and is ecstatic to finally start a union.
Yay!
Meanwhile, Meow Wolf approaches the true entrance to Loomlurch with a royal posse in tow. After flicking some poisonous boogers onto the doorknob, Winterbow gently pushes the door open, and inside there appears to be some sort of parlor room set for tea. A giant jack-in-the-box sits in the corner. Meow Wolf turns the crank, only to find nothing inside. Seeing no one, they push through the door. And that is exactly where we left off. So, I think we're gonna start with Meow Wolf.
Alright, so,
How do you enter through the door?
Can I make a check? Can I make a perception check? See what's
as you open the door?
There's any... I basically want to make sure that, there's no danger.
Okay, sure.
Alright. I have a 12.
As you go in, go ahead.
I approach in rather noisily. I am squeaking around a little bit and just kind of slapping my feet against the floor. I don't have shoes right now.
You're like snortling a little as you were earlier.
As I'm doing that, Snoodles is like snorting in behind me. I'm just kind of checking out the scene, seeing if there's anything anything that could be useful.
So, as I believe I described last time, it's sort of the thing where when you try the door, it's sort of like, well, I mean, the front door was open, so I guess I'm gonna try this door just for the lulz. And you turn it, fully expecting it to be locked, and you sort of, like almost fall through. And as you kind of clamber in with everyone behind you, you see inside it appears to be some sort of workshop. Flickering lanterns illuminate a cluttered workshop filled with soft, ambient music produced by bells and chimes. Parts of toys are heaped on the tables, leering doll heads, half-built rocking horses, unpainted wooden balls, and the stuffed limbs of soft toys. A stove at the back of the room holds a saucepan of smelting metal. 3 doors exit the workshop, and 2 storefront windows overlook the market outside. And inside you also see 3 young children who are gathered around a wooden work table. The eldest is a drow boy, and he is prancing on the tabletop with a bar of soap in one hand, while a halfling girl and a human girl giggle.
Right on. So I approach them and I say hello.
Oh, we're going to be in so much trouble. Wait till Pincushion or Chucklehead comes in here. Oh, who's there? Who are you? So you come in first, and do you sort of come in all the way with Snoodles, or?
Yeah, I would say so. Snoodles was like snorting behind me, being loud. So I just say, "Hey there," to the kids. What's your day looking like?
They sort of look at each other, kind of confused. The one that is on the tabletop, the drow boy, sort of like realizes what he's doing, sort of like gets down a little bit and puts the bar of soap that he had into like a pocket and keeps his hand there. And they're sort of go ahead and make an insight check for me, Meow Wolf.
All right, comrades behind me.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you kind of like come in, and they're sort of on this middle table here. I just
11.
Okay.
You. I don't know what's going on.
These are scared young children. And this is obviously looking around. You're like, this is the toy shop where Scabatha is like enchanting these things. And you know, these people are part of the prisoners who Will wants to release. So they sort of like look you guys like once over. You guys are dressed in your like royal finery that you had. Boba has his cloak on. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a perception check for these little guys. Okay, they get a 4. They sort of just like look you up and down, and they're sort of like, who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't be in here. And they sort of like get off the table and like kind of come towards you, but they're like, oh damn, it's like 3 against 5. So they're trying to look as intimidating as possible. Not doing a great job.
Well, what if I let them know that we're here to let them go, to them get out of here, out of the discomfort having to work in this toy shop.
I mean, yeah, your plan was go distract Scabatha. However, if it's really just this easy to like come in and round the kiddos up, Sloane is with you, and she was also a prisoner, but she is operating under your orders of like pretend that you are my guard, and she sort of like she looks a little different. And they rolled very low on their perception, so they don't recognize her.
Okay, great. Okay, so
but if you want to
like,
tell them, that's totally up to you.
Want to roll for persuasion to try to persuade these kids into getting into the plan with us, so they can help get whoever else is around that needs to leave organized. So when everything plays out, they know when to bail out.
Yeah. So what do you tell me? What you say to the kiddos?
All right. So they listen here. I've come to make sure that you don't get taken advantage of any longer, and that you get to live life for yourselves in a happy way. So I need you to let all the people that are here against their will get ready, because shit's about to go down, and when it does, you need to get out of here.
You see the youngest one, who is about 8 and is like the little halfling, so she's pretty small, and she goes, "Shit's about to go down. I'm not going anywhere without Oink." She like stomps her foot.
Doesn't want to go.
"I'm not going without Oink." And you see the 8-year-old, or sorry, the slightly older other female human sort of is like, "Well, there is a couple of us. I mean, is it, how do I know, how do I know you're not tricking us?"
I promise you that there's no motive besides getting rid of these infernal cursed toys that are hurting everyone, and to ensure that you're safe.
They sort of look at each other, and the drow sort of like nods and takes the soap out of his pocket, and he goes, "Look, we were gonna try and leave anyway, just like Will did. We need to get the fuck out of here." And you see, as the little boy mentions Will, you see Sloane step forward, and she goes, "Guys, it's me. It's Sloane. Let's get out. We have to get the others. Let's go. This is not a drill." And immediately they're like, "Oh, okay, say less." As you guys sort of like you see the kids start to get like hyped up a little bit. Go ahead and make me a perception check, Meow Wolf.
Perception. Ugh, an 11.
Okay, so you don't notice, but because you like immediately just kind of came in and were like, "All right, jig's up, let's get going, let's get the kids up out of here." And you see, just as it's like way too late to like catch them, you see 3 little shadow men running up the stairs, and as the door slams, you hear the drow boy go, "Oh no, they're gonna get the tin soldiers, quick!" And so what do? You guys can either leave, or you guys can either stay and pop up on the tin soldiers.
The tin soldiers? How strong are those? Do I know? Do I know how strong those are?
I mean, go ahead and roll me a history, or roll me a history or an arcana check with disadvantage. I would say this is probably not something in your wheelhouse.
Let's see. There's a 16 and a 17, so 16.
You from what you remember Molly saying to Harper when she was getting all the deets is like the boggles are made from loneliness. They're little small black shadows. So you're like, okay, that's what was going to run. And you're like, the boggles are serving Bavlorna, and obviously the tin soldiers are probably also like you would imagine guards. And if you're gonna go ahead and put two and two together, you imagine that she's got some fucked up toy tin soldier army going down here.
All right. I quickly am I able to like instruct Boba to take everyone and get out?
Yeah. So
where is Zindi? Where's everyone else?
We're still in the market.
So yeah, you can actually see because there's two windows to the goblin market. So you see the goblin market as like the conversations have been happening, you guys have mostly been like inside or behind the tents. So until the unionizing starts, they're probably not going to be there quite yet. And then if you see there's the door you came from, there seems to be some kind of side door. There's the two windows that go into the goblin market, and then there is the door that the boggles went through on the other side.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and instruct Boba to take the kids and like basically to a safe space, and I am going to try to dash in a direction where those guards are not gonna catch me.
Okay, so you can either instruct Boba to
hold on a second.
Yeah,
my headphones are like cutting in and out. I'm getting bits and parts.
Okay.
And it's really hard to get the details. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Okay,
Better.
so I would say that you have two options. You either can instruct Boba to take the peeps and go run back out the front door, and because at least no one's at the front door, no one's in the parlor, and they could at least run all the way back to like Juniperberry, I suppose, if you wanted them to. You could also have them go out the side door and wait for you while you draw other people away. So basically you decide which door do you want to go through, side door or back whence you came.
I'm gonna have them go out, like just go out the front door and head to a safe space out off of that area so like the kids can get out. But I'm gonna go in through the side door and I guess I'll wait out. Wait, see if what these guards are doing. How many of them?
Tell me what you tell the rest of your party to get them to skedaddle and take the kiddos.
But I basically go, Boba, you know the drill. Get him out of here quick. Get and hide out, hide out the best you can, so you don't get caught. What I got.
Okay, and he just fucking dashes, and you see one by one, they follow, and Winterbow sort of takes up the rear, and he goes, "My liege, are you sure?"
I mean, should I go and come back when I'm more prepared? Should I go? I'm at a loss. I think I'm gonna get killed, so I should probably dash quick with them and then handle it later. I guess I'll go. I'll go with.
You're gonna go. Okay, so you're all gonna go. Just run out the front door.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, cool. So you guys run out the front door, and go ahead and make me, I guess, a dex check.
All right. Dex. Where is it? There it is. Rolling crappy today. Ah, finally. 22.
Okay.
30-22.
So basically, that all happened so quick, right? And you dash out, and you hear, like, basically the alarm being raised for the tin soldiers. You start hearing, like, a bunch of clanking and stuff, and you slam the door behind you, and you guys are just, like, bolting it out. And you guys, run out the front door, run all the way back once you came, and sort of, like, hide yourselves back where Juniper is, like, way on the outskirts. You now have 3 new children with you.
Jesus.
The young halfling girl is, like, screeching. So she is bawling her eyes out, and she is, like, full snot. You know how, like, little kids get?
Yeah.
And she's like, "I don't want to leave Oink behind and the others." She's inconsolable.
I'm like, we'll get it, Oink, I promise. And then I promise we'll go back for Oink. But I need you to be quiet right now.
So that thing where, like, you literally, like, cannot stop crying, and eventually Sung just sort of is like, and lets just, like, the halfling girl, she just is just crying in this girl's lap, and Nall sort of, like, looks around, the little drow boy, and he's like, "Damn, I never thought to just run out the front door. That's fucking crazy."
Incredible.
There are others back there, and I mean, they're definitely screwed now. And then he sort of, like, looks over at the bawling halfling, and he's like, "Oink's gonna be breakfast."
Oh, damn. We're gonna go back and get the rest of them. I don't think they're gonna be that bad off. We're gonna go and we're gonna get ready and see what's good.
You see Winterbow sort of, like, is just like, "How did I end up with more children than when I started today?" Anyway, he comes up to you, Meow Wolf, and he's like, My liege.
Yes. Turbo.
I suppose the plan could still continue, but we need to maybe not just. We need to find somebody to demand an audience with Lady Scabatha, and maybe not just barge in
Take the kids.
and take the kids, but also we don't know what is happening with the others. And on that, we're gonna cut back to the goblin market real quick. So back at the goblin market, Harper just kind of told you guys about like the whole deal with Chucklehead, and Will is relieved to hear that Mishka's still alive. And you go ahead and make a perception check.
Everybody?
I'll say both Zindi and Harper, and I'll make one for our Broseph Will.
Okay, 25.
Wow,
15.
okay.
Yeah.
Woo!
And 18?
Ooh, 15.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll go to 15 too. Okay, so Zindi, as Harper's sort of like relaying all this stuff, and you guys are sort of like, okay, we're gonna unionize. And I believe your like last words were like, I'm very persuasive, and
yeah.
you hear you're sort of on the tent that is not right next to the window, but it's on the topmost side.
Okay.
So you sort of just catch out of like your peripheral. You think you see a door open, like kind of behind the scenes. When you're like ordering food and you can like kind of see if you're being super nosy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, okay, is that the fucking is that Meow Wolf? And then you hear a bunch of commotion. It's pretty loud in the goblin market, so it's not like the clearest thing ever. But you do hear like a bunch of sort of armor, and then just a lot of like running back and forth.
Okay.
And voices. So
God.
you can maybe as like a 22, you can possibly defer that.
I got 25.
Oh, you got 25? Okay. You can maybe defer that Meow Wolf in classic Meow Wolf fashion has jumped the gun a little bit.
Okay.
And started the party. And so your choice is, you wouldn't like. I don't know if Zindi would know all this from just possibly seeing something out the corner of her eye with a 25 perception.
Yeah.
But
Something is going wrong.
yeah,
something is
the plan of Meow Wolf distracting Scabatha via means of being a royal may or may not still be happening. So you
Got
can
it.
decide, I'm either going to continue my job of like infiltration and we're gonna like sneak off and Will's gonna guide us and we're just gonna hope we don't, but the alarm could be raised now, slash, or you're like, I'm gonna take this as we're gonna distract Scabatha.
Got it. Okay. I just have this moment of hyper perception, and I close my eyes and I put my fingers at my temples, kind of rub them a little bit,
like,
and take a deep breath and
my
go,
spidey senses.
"Oh, my liege, Will Harper, it."
You mean wince and churd?
Sorry, Churd, Wince. God, I don't even know how to explain how I could see this, but I don't know. I have a sense that my lord is in peril, and could use our help. I take a look at the goblins, and uh I hold up my fist to my face, kind of shake it a little bit, and I say, "Oh, one day, labor rights will come to you all." But, and I look down and I sigh. Today is not the day. Winford,
Today is the day.
no, trust me. I think that we need to go. We need to go investigate what my lord is doing. I have a grave sense that he needs our help. Do you trust me?
Of course I trust you, but uh, uh, revolution. Power to the people.
Revolution indeed, but at our moment we have to go save a king. And I I I put my hand in the air and I wave and I say, "Let's go!" And hopefully they follow.
Right.
And I take.
Let's go.
So I just start running in the direction through the market. I assume there's a lot going on, so kind of weaving. I look back to make sure Harper and
You're
Will
fully like booking it, or are you like fastly walking?
fully booking it.
Okay, so you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
4 sheets to the wind right now.
Yeah.
You start running, and I mean, yeah, like it's busy. Like it's, there is people and stuff like milling and whatnot about. So it's not like everyone is immediately like, what the hell's going on? But where are you running to?
I guess towards Scabatha's house, towards Meow Wolf.
So are you gonna go down and around where the front door were, or are you gonna go up to the sort of market stall windows, or are you gonna go past the goblin market up?
I think that we need to go to the front.
The front?
Yeah, the front.
All right.
Because that's where Meow Wolf is and everybody else, so.
I follow, but I'm just walking.
Will's like, what's happened?
As
And is just sort of like also walking and is just kind of like wildly trying to like swing his head around and try and like maybe see anything else interesting that he can see. So, Zindi, I don't know if you would. Oh, are you going to go back to where Juniperberry would be, or are you going to go up to the front door?
I mean, I'm looking for Meow Wolf and the kids, so
Okay.
they're near the front door / Juniperberry, right?
Yeah, they're back to they're back in like your guys's like just on the outskirts of Loomlurch secret spot.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's go back to them.
Okay. So you go all the way back to your secret spot. And you sort of are like, you had this moment where you think about it, you're like, do I go back inside, or do I, you know, go back to the meeting spot, and you decide on meeting spot before you jump into anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And you start hearing crime.
Oh no.
and it's like hysterical sobbing. And
I run faster, and I charge to the bushes, yelling, "My Lord, I will save you!" Oh, and I see that it's not Meow Wolf crying.
no, it is, and you see like you sort of like take the rest of the party by surprise, and you see the others, and you see the new small children, and they're like, what the fuck? And as Harper and Will appear beside you guys, they relax. Oh no, actually you guys are dressed as fucking goblins. So they're like, what the fuck? And they're like, oh no, they got us.
No, please, we're friends. We're friends, not foes.
And I go, oh, thank God you're here. I panicked. I mean, the kids look so miserable, and I know I was gonna do a thing, but like I was afraid that the kids were gonna get hurt, so I panicked and we all left. And I was thinking maybe we can come up with a new plan, because there's more in there. And I just figured I'd get out as many safely as I could. I did not assess. I just froggied the situation. I jumped into unsafe waters, if you will.
Yes, my lord. It appears that so. Yes, it was a mistake for us to separate in the first place. I look at Winterbow and say, sir, I think that it is perhaps best if you stay with the children. And the Harper, my lord, Will, and I will go in and try to distract Scabatha and get the new children, get the others that need to be rescued.
I think we could still do this plan, just perhaps switch places. You know, maybe my liege could do the distracting and you and I, or someone could perhaps distract Scabatha.
Okay. Tell us.
Up. He's like, so what the fuck happened?
You know, I'm not quite sure either. I'm just here at this point.
We had a false start, Will. That's what happened. Life isn't like the stories where you immediately get it right on the first try.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure these kids were safe, and I jumped the gun a little, got a little froggy, if you will, and I made sure to get out of danger before I stepped into it, because I don't have rage. Like good old Clarga did.
Right.
Oh, Clarga.
Right. Well, Will sort of looks over and he sort of like waves, and the kids are like, huh. And he's like, guys, it's me, it's Will. And they're sort of like, Will? Oh, holy shit, dude. And they sort of like all clamor around him, and Will's sort of chatting with them, and Will reassures them that, you guys are legit, you guys are who you say you are, and that, you guys would be safer with Winterbow. And Winterbow sort of nods, and he goes, yes. Well, I suppose you could always send Keeks if you needed assistance.
Keeks where?
Well, to alert Juniper and I that maybe...
Oh, yes.
Shit had gone sideways.
Okay.
I do that from time to time. I do that.
Yes. my lord. So you guys sort of like recollect yourselves. You guys decide to leave the 3 kids that you guys already rescued, who now they sort of take, while you guys are kind of chilling and hashing out your new plan, now you have 3 people who up until literally 20 minutes ago were imprisoned at Grand Nightshade's sort of residence, so they can tell you all about everything.
We have to take it with us.
I figure you guys kind of spend the next 20 minutes sort of just grilling them in general.
Okay.
So they give you this information. They let you know that there are boggles basically in any shadowy place. They're sort of like mold almost, but they do stem from like the kids being lonely. So they tend to be around the kids and they pull pranks and stuff. So that's why they were lurking in the workshop. They also are like spies for Scabatha. Because they're born of her like inherently negative magic, let's say. And then also Philomena literally doesn't stop crying the entire time. And all she tells you is that Oink is a piglet that is in the garden.
No.
And the other children let you know that the garden is just full of bullshit, that and it's where Granny Nightshade spends most of her mornings. And they say that what happens is once she's done with gardening in the morning, then she has afternoon tea, which explains why you guys saw why tea was set up. They do let you know that occasionally she does take like visitors and such in the parlor room, but that, they haven't heard of her expecting anyone as of late. But she spends a majority of her time in the garden. There are scarecrows that are like also alarm bells, which is why they can't just like run away. They also are like, be careful with the plants that are in the garden, because she uses them in her potions and such. So not all of them are nice, and they actually say that 2 of the boys that need rescuing are in the dormitory because one of them is sick today.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah, because he maybe got into some mushrooms. And they also let you know there was one other thing. So Rodder and Pud are the 2 boys in the dormitory.
Okay.
And they also let you know that there is Wendell and Roth should be around, as well as Ivelda, Caliban, Pogo, and then of course Mishka. So there's still several kiddos around.
Okay. Well, my lord, it sounds like maybe you should try and ask Scabatha for an audience and for tea. If you feel like you can continue your facade of being a royal, I feel like she would be very happy to have such a distinguished frog to entertain.
Did I see those? I saw those things run out and shut the door. Those little shadows, right? I saw those.
So
right?
yeah, you saw that they basically like popped out from one of the shadows, and then you saw them sort of like scurry under the door almost.
Okay.
They're like little oil slicks.
Yeah, so I let Zindi know that I'm pretty sure that they saw me, those little oil slicks, and I explained what those look like. And I'm thinking maybe is there any way that we can come up with some ornate deception? Because she's convinced folks of things that are really, really impressive in the past. Are we able to devise some sort of ornate lie?
That you would like me to charm Scabatha, my lord?
Or perhaps on our way to go meet her, or if things are become difficult, I think we can charm our way to let her.
Okay. Well, I guess I could charm her into believing that I am, and I mean, this is not very difficult it's not a stretch, that I am a world famous bard who has come to entertain the great Scabatha, and hopefully I can distract her long enough with my charm, my music, my wit. She will have me for tea, and that'll give everyone enough time to rescue the rest of the children.
Perfect.
Thoughts?
Harper, no roll necessary. Just you remind Zindi that Fae are resistant to are basically immune to being actually charmed. She can be deceived, but magic.
Yes, not
not
magic charm, just through my my incredible charisma.
Okay.
And incredible and wonderful talent as a bard.
So you're hoping that your musicality is so hypnotizing and so captivating that all of her attention will be on you, and that would then give us an opportunity to go and rescue the children.
Exactly.
You see the little drow boy is sort of like kind of like leaning around. He's like, yeah, I mean, the Boggles have probably already told the Tin Soldiers what you look like. I mean, you're a frog, so, kind of obvious here. But, you could always turn Will in, or say you're gonna turn Will in if all else fails.
That's true. Will could come with me. Turn in. Oh, like I've found him as a prisoner?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is wanted. Sorry, guys.
Will, how do you feel about being bait?
Well, I mean, I don't love it, but if it gets mom and dad out. Sorry, guys.
Bless you.
We're obviously not going to let them take you for real.
No, we would never let that happen.
We're gonna you're gonna be part on the plan with us.
Yeah,
but
I'm saying Scabatha has to die.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alternative idea.
Yeah.
Rather than risk the life of dear Will, we start that revolution, not because we want an actual revolution, or maybe we do, I don't know. But there's more of them than there are more goblins than there are of them. And they'll be so distracted with the fact that all of a sudden, they were so complacent with just being in the market that they'll be like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening?
But
and then
we
that's
still need
our
to-
opportunity to go and fuck shit up inside. That'll get all their army to be outside.
Yeah.
Do you think it will be enough to distract Scabatha though, or do we need to distract her like one-on-one directly?
I think we just need to all get the jump on her at once.
Yeah, we kind of need to. I mean, the goblins are good, but we still have to fight all of her traps and creatures and stuff that she has in the house.
Exactly why I didn't want to go in by myself. So let's definitely.
And Meow Wolf, by yourself, you mean with 8 other NPCs?
Yes, but by myself, without my. I still felt very alone.
Yeah, of course. No. So
I can't be without my I can't be without my crew.
Keeks is like.
Without, of course, my lord does very poorly without his emotional support bard. That, we've developed this relationship. At first, it was just for show, but clearly it's necessary for him.
Something much greater than I can even imagine.
Yes, my lord.
Indeed. So,
Will sort of pipes up and he goes, yeah, I mean, listen, my goblin disguise is fine for the goblins. I don't think that this is gonna fool Scabatha. If she sees me, she's gonna know it's me.
Well, is she gonna attack you or kill you on sight?
Oh yeah. I'm on her fight on sight list.
I see. Well, bringing you closer
it's
is
hanging
probably
up in the workshop.
I see. Okay, well, bringing you closer is probably not ideal. So, with that being said, okay, well, let's go ahead and get Zindi the Bard her debut.
Okay, so we're not gonna try and cause a revolt amongst the goblins to distract everybody.
You guys could honestly do both of these if you wanted to.
Okay.
And I'm not putting like any time pressure. Like, feel free to,
I think we can pop it off multiple things at once. I think that the young drow boy could probably organize those happenings amongst the revolution, and we storm the castle in different ways, if you will.
The castle. I'm sorry. Ignore me. That was a bad joke.
Oh, the cat.
A bad
attempt. I got you.
Thank you.
The drow pipes up and he goes, who, me? Oh no, I'm gone. I'm never going back here again. I'm gonna maybe travel to a different realm or something. I gotta get out of here. I'm hanging with what's your name? Winterbow? Yeah, I'm hanging with Winterbow until you guys come back or don't come back. I'm gonna give you till like nightfall.
Oh my god.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough. All right.
This 11-year-old has like really seen some shit.
Oh yeah, I mean he's been basically enslaved, so
yeah.
Don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't blame him at all either. So so you say they've been alerted. They're probably all fortified and ready to go. What are we just gonna give it all we got?
We might really have to start this revolution because if the military or whatever, if their soldiers are on guard expecting us, I think we'll do quite poorly if we try to actually like go into Scabatha's. Yeah, it needs to be. I think our approach has to be big, go big or go home. So.
All right, let's do it.
We could essentially like all together as a group.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the woman that was guarding my
Stess. So Stess, who was like, don't rock the boat. Chucklehead, who has 2 weeks to live but has a soft spot for Mishka. And then there's about 10 other stalls with a couple of, and you know all these goblins by name, and I can give you, I can give you those if you want to, but they're you know,
Well, I
they're
mean,
normal folk.
goblins like to gossip, as we learned the last time we played. And so I think it would be like fun if we just walked around and we're like, "Oh my god, did you hear that at noon we're going to revolt because we're going to fuck shit up?" And then it's going to cause everyone to talk. And then people will be like, "Oh my god, is this true?" And then we take charge, and once everyone is on board, we could be like, "Yeah, go fuck shit up." And then we run off and do the things that we need to do. You know?
Marvelous. Yes. We will start a rumor and then maybe inspire them with song
Exactly.
when the time comes.
Boba
Marvelous.
pulls on Meow Wolf's sleeve and is like, my lord, they just saw like any frog. There's lots of bullywugs, and they didn't know about your title.
Exactly, Boba. Exactly.
Boba looks
Observant as
so
ever.
proud he put this together.
Observant as ever. And then I go, see, that's why you're next of kin. That's why you're next of kin.
That Boba should be king. Boba's the real leader here.
And then Boba's like, will you promise that Oink isn't gonna be dinner?
Oh my god.
Absolutely, we're gonna go over there as soon as we can. We can make sure that Oink isn't dinner.
Oink!
I hear this and I turn to Harper and I go, I don't feel comfortable promising this to these children.
Nor do I, but I hope that there's at least one more pig and that they really don't know the exact, distinctions between the two. Just in case.
She's a speckled little piglet, and she has a
Well.
little pink nose, and she has 1 white hoof and 3 black hooves.
I stand corrected. They know everything about this pig.
I just go, no, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm making promises I can't keep. I don't want to hear that kid squeal.
Okay.
Winterbow is singing a deeply upsetting centaurian lullaby about like glory in sacrifice on the battlefield. It is not helping.
Yeah,
I think I kneel down to the little one and I tell them, darling, I know we definitely don't want Oink to die. However, the hard truth is, I would rather that you stay alive and Oink dies than the other way around.
Oink's gonna be fine.
He could take my place. I don't care.
Okay.
Throw my hands up in the air and I go, I give up. I don't know anymore.
Oink will be fine.
I said Oink would be fine.
Oink will be fine. You hear us? The three of us are saying Oink will be fine.
You hear Winterbow? Death in glory. And you're just like, okay. Will's like, all right, Winterbow, you and I, we're gonna work on this. We're gonna work on this when we get back. Let's go. And Will sort of like claps Sloane on the shoulder and gives like a knowing nod to Nal the drow and sort of like looks sadly at Sung the human girl and is like, all right, I'm not coming back without Oink and the others. And they're sort of like, good luck, Will. And you guys walk. So do you guys walk back to the Goblin Market?
Yes. That's the
So,
plan.
because the three of us are still in disguise, right?
So I'm gonna say this has probably been about the hour
Okay.
because now I think it's Zindi who has the hour.
Okay.
Let me check this.
Technically, I can do it again. I would just have to burn another spell slot, which I'm
Yeah.
okay with doing.
Same. Me too.
Okay. Yeah, so I would say you guys burn another spell slot. Will
Okay.
has a disguise kit on because he has like a little
Okay. Cool.
costume from Sloane,
Yeah.
so he's fine. And the difference is sort of like he just has a literal physical disguise where you guys have like a magical disguise. And
Okay.
then Meow Wolf, I'm assuming that you're just
My princely robes. Do I have my purple princely robes?
you have your princely robes on.
I am decked out in full purple rain, and
Amazing.
I'm ready to promenade and see what's good.
Of
I
course.
wasn't in my princely robes the first time, was I? I was, wasn't I?
Yes, you were because so you can decide if you change back into your like non that you're in your normal gear that you've had that you at your other change of clothes you've essentially had this whole time. Um, up to you.
Okay. I want to get out of what I was recognizable in, then, and I want to be in my. I switch into my less conspicuous clothing,
Okay.
and because I want to travel under the radar for this encounter.
Like a scarf around my waist, kind of acting as a belt, and I offer it to you to wear, maybe like on your head or around your neck or something.
You're like, everyone's gonna see that you're a frog, but like, we're gonna pretend this kind of fixes it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like in Avatar: The Last Airbender when Aang just puts the a headband
Right, you're
over his
like,
hair.
everyone sees your tattoo, my friend. No,
Yeah.
no, that's not
Exactly.
how
Yeah.
that works.
You are bald.
um,
Ex-
so you guys are going to kind of go around to each of the stalls and sort of gossip around and then maybe do a little performance. Is that the plan?
Yes, the performance will be to rally the revolution at noon.
Okay.
We like, oh hey, did you guys hear that like we're gonna be gathering at town square at 12 to demand better labor conditions, breaks, and improved wages.
Okay, okay, great. So uh you guys see Chucklehead, up kind of at the top. And like I said, there's about let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 other goblins, not including Stess and not including Chucklehead. So there's about 10 goblins in total.
Okay.
So there's about a goblin a stall, and some of them are paired up. Uh, where do you guys start? Your guys' stall was the topmost one, we'll say.
I feel like maybe we should like kind of like split into a couple of different groups. If Will and I are both goblins, then maybe like there should be like two groups each with
Harper
a
is also
goblin.
a goblin.
Oh, okay, sorry, Harper.
And Harper is a known goblin.
Okay,
So,
okay.
and then you are coming on as, uh,
My
uh, yeah,
assistants.
your assistant. And so now you guys went off running, came back with
Uh,
Meow Wolf. And,
okay.
I mean, as long as, um, you'll give Meow Wolf's name or say or regard them, the moniker will not be invoked. So, but yeah, you guys sort of ran off and then came back with a new person.
Okay. Well, Clard. What's your name again? Clard.
It's Glarg, Wince, and Turd.
Okay, Glarg.
I'm Churd.
Yes. Oh, Churd. Sorry, Churd. Let's pick a good first place. Who's the gossipiest in the market? Who we can kind of hope that will spread faster than anyone else.
Oh, that's Poe.
Poe. Okay.
Poe won't shut the fuck up.
Okay. Let's go. Let's just go like talk near Poe's stall.
Great.
So lead the way. Lead the way.
So Poe's shop sells like lollipops, but all of the lollipops have like something nasty inside. So like scorpion lollipops, spider lollipops, like dead rat lollipops. And
yummy.
And Poe, as Harper so lovingly put it, never shuts the fuck up, just always yapping. And he is next to his two bestie goblin friends who run the stall next to them. Vebs, who is sassy and is they sell gum at their stall, but it's like very bad flavors of gum. Okay. So it's like rotting apples, earwax, bone dust, like shit that you're like no. And she runs the stall with her girlfriend Ronnie, who is has a lot of really weird opinions about things.
Okay, let's take a look at the gum stall, and we can just talk loudly so we know that Poe will overhear us. I'm afraid that if we do some browsing at Poe's stall, he will try to talk to us and won't let us get a word in edgewise. How does that sound?
Sounds like a great plan.
Okay, so I I casually stroll on over to the gum stall, and I start, kind of like I pick up a packet of gum. It says it's called sorry, let me try and come up with something good. It's called Gooey's. No, called Gru's Goo.
Oh no.
Gru's Goo. And it and
it
the tagline
is
an
upsetting white color.
And the tagline is you love gum filled with goo. And I give it a once over. I put it down, and I look at Harper, and just like way too loudly say, "So this revolution, huh?"
Oh, aren't you just so excited about it?
Wow, I really am. I've never been more excited than an opportunity to fight for fair wages, vacation time, and more. When are we meeting?
We're meeting at noon.
Ah, in the town square, correct?
Correct.
And you said that basically all of Goblin kind is going to be there? Anyone who's anyone?
Exactly.
Wow. And then I pick up another packet of gum that is called Hubba Slubba. And I look at the shopkeeper and I say, one of these, please.
So you turn to the goblin who Harper you would recognize as Vebs, and she has long red claws. She has like a really tattered sort of like long cardigan on, and she's just like loudly with her big gnashing teeth. She's like, okay, yeah, so you want the slubba ubbas?
No, this is the Hubba Slubba, actually.
The Hubba Slubbas. Yeah, those are good, sweetie. Okay, so listen, it's 4 for 5.
I only need one, actually. I don't chew gum that much. It's a gift for my
honey,
boyfriend.
it's good for your jaw.
My jaw muscles are just so already bulging and veiny. I'm trying not to like intimidate all of my my sister is really insecure about like how big her jaw is compared to mine, and it doesn't need
sisters
to
are.
Yeah.
She's just jealous of your good looks, sweetie. You're a very beautiful goblin.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay, for you, sweetie, I can do a discount, okay? Listen, I'll give you 2 for 3.
Okay, I'll take 2. It's fine. And I pull out a couple of coins from my pocket and hand them to her.
Okay, pleasure doing business with you, honey. So listen, are you new? Have you met my girlfriend?
Oh, no. Hello. My name is, and I kind of blank out for a moment, and I look at Harper since Harper... Yes, why don't you introduce me since I am in your service?
Oh, sure. I didn't even see you there. You have been gone for so long. Ronnie, come over here. Look who's back. It's Churd. Ronnie comes over. Ronnie isn't wearing any shoes. I mean, not all of the goblins are wearing shoes, but she's not wearing any shoes. She just has like a little vest, and she has long hair with like a lot of jewelry in it. And she walks like so slow, and she's like, Ronnie, I heard you calling me. What did you want?
Wow, this has been so wonderful, but I have to go check out these lollipops over here. And I pull Harper over with me to the lollipop store. Sorry, it's so nice to meet you.
Okay, yeah, why didn't you say so, Ronnie? Go ahead and Harper or Zindi, go ahead and make me a persuasion check with advantage. Just one of you, whoever wants to make it, for whether or not Ronnie and Vebs are.
I can do it.
I have +7 persuasion. How's your persuasion?
Same.
Okay, you can do it. Okay. Perfect.
With advantage?
Or you guys can both roll and take the higher roll if you want. That's kind of fun.
Okay.
Since you both have a +7, that's just fun.
Okay. I only got a 19.
I also got a 19.
Oh, wow, how fun!
19,
okay.
1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. So 26.
Okay. So, you see Ronnie and Vebs, they start talking, and, Vebs is like, I know, well, listen, they were talking about a little revolution. Now, listen, Vebs, listen, Ronnie, I love the gum life, but, we could have more. What about our retirement? We always wanted a little Displacer Beast kitten. And you just fade away. So you guys go over to...
As I'm being dragged away, I just want to yell out, like, you can have shoes!
It's a choice. not to have shoes. Shoes are like prisons, but for your feet, man.
Interesting.
You know, when you put it that way, it makes more sense.
I'm just trying to stay grounded, man.
Oh my god, amazing.
So you guys go over to Pose, and as you guys are walking over, you see Pose is already chatting to a young, just a young elven couple who look very annoyed, but Pose doesn't give a single fuck, and he's like, alright, see, so listen. First, you're gonna want to try the scorpions. Then, dead rat. Listen, people pull their nose up at the dead rat, but there is nothing more exquisite than a dead rat. Tell me. Listen, I got every kind of spider you could possibly imagine. I got daddy longlegs, I got tarantula, I got black widow. I even got the one that bit Spider-Man. So, which one you want to try? And he's just like hustling the shit out of these like elven couple. As they see you approach and he takes one breath, they're like, oh, thank you so much. Anyway, we gotta go. And they dip.
I would also like to mention I find discomfort in him saying, he said dead rabbit, correct?
Dead rat.
Dead rat. Oh my god, okay, never mind. Well, I still take discomfort in hearing that.
How big would that lollipop have to motherfucking be?
Gigantic.
Oh, okay, hold on. Harper, you did notice before you left that Poe does sell Lucky Rabbit Foot lollipops. He's been on your shit list ever since.
Got it.
This guy just won't shut the fuck up. And I'm gonna take his foot and put it in a lollipop. Let's just say that.
Wow.
Are there any
Oh my god, Chard! How have you been? Listen, you laid back in like 2 weeks. Stess took over your booth, and woo! You know how Stess is. She can do business. Anyway, who are these?
Oh, it's so good to see. It's always just so good to see you, I say as I'm like gritting my teeth. These are my assistants.
Hello, I
wave.
wave.
Some assistants, yeah. You were doing all kinds of business over there with your fancy animal shapes or whatever. But you know, I got the real animals over here. Anyway, what was your name?
God, what the fuck was
this here is Glog.
Clark.
Oh yeah.
Is
Clark.
Will with us? I forgot.
Will is with you, and he's Winced.
And this is Winced. Glog and Winced.
And then Meow Wolf, you're sort of in the back, just with the scarf on, like not saying anything.
And I look around and I notice that she's gonna have to say my liege, so I scurry go forward and I go, and yes, I am but a humble servant, traveler servant.
Ah.
I kind of just like.
Taste.
I kind of just like push like because Meow Wolf is wearing this scarf over his head, just like take like put my hand on his head and then just like move him behind me because I need him not to mess this up.
Yeah.
I just move back and stay there.
Yeah, he Poe's just like, of exquisite taste, I see.
She did such a fine job taking care of my stall, and you know, we haven't been here in so long. I just wanted to see what everyone was selling these days. Also, did you know there's gonna be a revolution at noon today?
Revolution, you say? I know.
I turn and I go, a revolution? I haven't heard anything about this.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna get all the things we've been wanting.
Like
Oh, yeah.
what?
What's that?
Get
Welcome
via a
more than this.
Fair pay, my friend. Vacation. Health insurance.
At the insurance, he sort of like nods and he goes, yeah, you know, they wouldn't even let me take time off when my nana was sick. Can you believe that?
Wow, that's terrible.
Are you gonna be there at noon?
Well, go ahead and make me a persuasion check, guys. You guys can do the same thing.
Okay,
Roll and
okay.
take the higher one.
God damn it. Okay, 18, not great.
I got a 14, so yours is better.
So he sort of like nods and he goes, I always knew I liked your style, Churn. All right, fuck it. I'll do it. For Nana, rest in peace.
Banana!
Ah,
All right, now get out of here. You crowded my stall. Hey, you over there! And he just like starts chatting up a halfling guy immediately.
I think at this point we just like go from stall to stall or like near each stall and just like, oh, revolution today
Yeah.
at noon, blah
Yeah.
blah
Yeah.
blah.
Okay.
do you want us to roll again, maybe just for that, or?
Nah, I feel like yeah, with the +7, like you guys basically do a good enough job of sort of playing
Spreading the
into
word.
this. Yeah, and like Harper had kind of done the homework of like you had been infiltrating this area for like a little bit, so you're kind of already bought in, and you know, people come and go through the market all the time, and you know, I mean, to be honest, like the working conditions are not that great, so it's not too hard of a sell on the goblins. With any sort of pushback you do meet, you start and you guys get such a positive reaction for the first couple of people that by the time you're kind of done wrapping it up, you sort of like are hearing it like yourselves. Oh, there's gonna be a meeting at noon. Are you gonna go? Yeah, I guess I can go. Yeah. And then so to wrap it up, you guys can either chat with Stess and get her buy-in, or you guys can talk to Chucklehead, or both.
Ooh.
I'll let you make this decision, Harper.
Well, that's kind of tough because I feel like in some ways it could be easy to tell Chucklehead because, you know, part of his head is being eaten, or his brain.
True. That's true.
But I feel like Stess is more important because she's been here the longest, right? Like out of everyone in the stalls.
Yeah, the thing about Tess is she has been here the longest, and the reason that she sort of has that don't rock the boat, like keep your nose
She's
out
a
of business
stab.
thing is like
Bootlicker.
she has seen what causing a commotion can get you. Like, basically, like, she's seen people die. She's seen people turned into toys. But she is, like, the backbone of the goblin market. She's been there the longest. Like, even though Chucklehead is the foreman, she is, like, the heart and soul of, like, the goblin community.
It might
I think
be best.
it's more important if we talk to her and try to persuade her that, like, it sounds so cliche, but it's different this time because it's us, you know?
Yes, with persuasion.
But you shouldn't be telling her that we're the ones doing it, right? It's just
Well,
that.
yeah, probably not, but it's different this time because it's a different group of goblins, like, everyone is on board. I don't know.
Seems that change is in the air.
Yeah. Tell her that she could finally have the life that she wants to live and she doesn't have to sell candy for the rest of her life.
Yeah, I don't think she enjoys having to sell chiclets all day.
Dude, that is... Would have put, like, the saddest spin on Stess ever. Poor Stess.
I mean, they're delicious chiclets.
Well, when you put it that way.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys make your way back up to the top, where your tent is and where Stess is, and you see Stess, and she's sort of kind of like doing her little. She's kind of having like a moment where she's just doing inventory almost. Looking over, you can kind of see her be like, oh, hold on, I need to get more of this in the back, I need to get more of this. She comes up and she goes, hey, Churd, Wince, Varg, you got a customer here?
Cousin.
Okay.
I don't say my cousin, I just say cousin.
Okay. You see Stess sort of like look at you, look at Meow Wolf, look at you. And she just like lets out a sigh and she goes, listen, sorry guys, run out here earlier. What's going on? What's all this I hear about a meeting at noon? What are you up to?
No, well, we heard from Poe that apparently a revolution is starting. Amazing! How exciting! I always knew that this was going to be the place for me.
Poe? That knucklehead?
Yeah.
That idiot has never had a single unique thought in his noggin the entire time he's been alive. I find it extremely hard to believe that he's leading the revolution. But, you know, hey, maybe I was born yesterday.
I don't think that he's leading it. We just heard about it from him.
Oh, sure, yeah, because he never shuts the fuck up.
Exactly.
Well, we heard from Ronnie, and Ronnie heard from the other stall next to them.
Okay, yeah. Well, listen, it's bad news. A lot of it. And I won't be there.
Why?
Listen, all these other goblins, they want to die an early death, they can fucking knock themselves out. Not me. I'm living.
You really don't want to get that chaotic?
Stess takes like a long, hard look at Glarg and goes, listen, I don't know if you're new in town or what, but yeah. Granny Nightshade over here, she turns people into toys. They live a cursed existence.
What kinds of have there been revolutions or attempts in the past?
Oh, sure. Listen, half of these goblins haven't even worked here a full year. The turnover is high. I wonder fucking why. I don't necessarily want to sell candy to children who then become addicted to candy and then they start working in the workshop so they can afford the candy. Do you think I like that? I don't.
Well, then maybe it's time for a change.
Okay.
I'm
But
with
you know
that.
who's not dying for change? Me.
What's the worst that could happen?
We all die or we all become toys. Both not high on my list.
Don't you want to fuck shit up? Don't you want to be part of the change? Don't you want clean water and health insurance?
You're doing like a Bernie Sanders. I love it.
She looks at Churd and she goes, "Listen.
Don't you want shoes?
I love the enthusiasm. I do. It warms my goblin heart. It does. But I cannot lose any more friends or any more of my community to her. I don't know who started this, but I'm telling you right now, it's a bad idea. Skabatha will make it seem like she believes in your cause, like she wants to help you, and at the last second, well, you're a little marionette doll, if you're lucky.
And if we're not,
Which one is the worst toy to become?
She sort of like thinks about it and she goes, well, I suppose you could live in her dollhouse she keeps in her room. You could be used like her mount. Or you could be forced to work for her like the soldiers.
Any of those fates are wretched.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of people. And we're gonna see people be lost today. I'm packing up shop. I'm going home early.
well, yeah, I guess have a great early day off. Darn.
Right now, I'm looking at my character sheet to see if there's anything that I can do to possibly alter her decision, but I don't think there is. Yeah, no. It's okay. I think I just tell her that, like, if she decides to change her mind, she knows where to find us. But once we goblins get what we want, because she wasn't here, she probably won't be entitled to any of the stuff.
She just sort of like nods her head like, okay, I understand how it is. I hope I see you again, Churd.
I hope I see you again too, my friend.
Good luck. You're gonna need it. And she just like goes back to. You see, she goes into the back, and you see her just start like packing up her coins for the day. Bitch is out.
Damn. Ready to just book it.
What time is it now at this point? Because we've been saying noon, but like...
Yeah, you guys probably have a solid, like, 10-ish minutes before noon happens. You know, we'll say that, like, you have enough time on the clock of your guys' disguises to keep this up for now, and that, you know, you might have to spend one more slot, I suppose, if you get in front of Skabatha, or you're gonna have to dip off while the distraction is going down. So that's just a decision you guys have to keep in mind.
Got it.
Do you want to go back to our stall and like chat real quick?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. So you guys head back to like your stall, and you guys, as you're walking back, like you guys do hear a lot of like gossip around the tents about, you know, that there's gonna be some kind of meeting at noon, and you hear people getting pretty excited about it. You also do start to hear murmurings about like Stess is like leaving early, which kind of like breeds a little bit of like hesitation, but for the most part everyone seems like they're still gonna go and see what's up, and they seem hopeful. And yeah, you guys make it back to your tent, and Will sort of is like, so once the meeting starts, are we just hoping that Scabatha comes?
I guess we need to try and start a riot. We need to make sure that this is such an event that it causes a major distraction.
Well, I suppose we could start causing a ruckus by the windows into the workshop.
Ooh, that's a good plan. But we can't just start without making sure that that everybody is, you know, ready to rumble, you know, like, or else it'll be really obvious that it's us.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I don't know if the goblins are ready to jump through the windows per se.
Somebody will have to give a speech.
Somebody might demand to speak to the manager.
I think that somebody's gonna have to really get them riled up with words. I mean, I can always do it with song, but I don't know, maybe Will? If you stay in disguise, you're so passionate and you've really seen what has happened here. Maybe you can inspire them.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna help with the song.
Oh, well, yes, we could do a kind of a tag team, a duo.
Yeah.
I was also going to help with the song.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, and who knows? Maybe we don't even have to be in charge. I think that people are pretty excited about this whole revolution thing. It seems that we just
tell them when to storm the castle.
Exactly.
Well, it has to be a rousing and inspiring enough song to get them to feel, as you say, pumped up for such an event.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's start mingling then. And you guys start seeing people just sort of like gathering in the middle of the goblin market, just sort of looking around like, okay, well, like eventually somebody's gonna speak, right? And Chucklehead sort of is like just chatting with like some people.
How many people have gathered, Dee?
I would say it is most of the goblins that work there minus Stess.
Okay.
So it's probably like, let's say it's like 9 goblins.
Okay.
So you got
What
all
does
the
your
other
song
goblins.
sound like?
Yeah, well, yeah. So do you guys sort of start?
Okay. Hold on. So the crowd is getting pretty big. I want to do a perception check, and I want to look around, and I want to see like fuck. Okay, well, my perception is 11. Terrible. Well, I wanted to do a perception check because I wanted to see like who in the crowd looks like they like kind of want to speak. You know, kind of when you're like in a group and everybody's waiting for somebody to like talk, but there's like usually like 1 or 2 people who like kind of look like they're like they could be ready to like to get up and talk, but they need an extra push.
Oh, well, definitely Poe and Vebs are right at the front, and they're just meow, 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 back and forth.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go up to Poe, and I'm gonna cast my my second level suggestion spell, and just say, "Wow, Poe, you've really done an amazing job here." Just kind of, make him feel good. And I say, I heard you're gonna talk. Is that true? And I'm gonna cast that spell. For a suggestion, they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's see what he. Well, he get a -1.
So Poe, I heard that you're gonna get up and speak. You gotta go.
Oh,
you gotta be the
okay.
first.
He got a 6. Okay. he puffs up. He's like, "Oh my god, you're right. I am just I'm so passionate about this. Clean water, fair wages, better ingredients."
Yes. My favorite TikTok sound of 2022 is that one.
Yeah.
My shoes are better. Yeah. Better ingredients, better bitches, my clothes better, my shoes better. Yeah, so anyway, so Poe's like, he literally grabs a soapbox from somewhere. Like, he's like, let me just borrow this real quick, actually. And he just like started walking out, and Poe, who notoriously never shuts the fuck up, is going 10 miles a minute. You guys would actually think he's like auctioning stuff, but he's just like, he's like, "Goblin people of the Goblin Market, we have been pushed down for too long by a granny nightshade. What are we even working for? The Boggles make the oils, so they make the toys, and we need to capture the kids, and by that we're feeding them nasty candy, and she is giving us bad ingredients from her garden so we can poison and manipulate the children. How is that right?" And you hear
I'm gonna cast suggestion again, my second level, and say, "That's not right! Everyone, that's not right!" And hopefully everybody kind of starts chanting.
Okay.
While he's talking, I would like to also cast Minor Illusion, and just like the sun shines ever so brightly upon them and makes them look even like taller and grander. And then I think I'll cast it again when Zindi casts their second suggestion, and make it sound as though even more echoes of the group yelling in agreement, like there's a lot more people there than there actually is.
Right. So,
wow, I turn to Meow Wolf and say, "Wow, my lord, I really hope that this works out for the goblins, because if it doesn't, we're doing something pretty fucked up here."
Why wouldn't it work for the goblins?
I don't know, but let's
okay.
Let's
hope.
support them. Let's support the castle with them, and we're gonna make it look like they took over because they wanted workers' rights. And this will be perfect, because when we take over and we take Scabatha out, they can take over the situation and have a more democratic situation happening. I don't see how this can go wrong at all.
Great point, my lord. Great point.
Great point, my lord.
I'm just starting to get a little bit anxious.
So
very good points, though. Very good points.
So Poe is like, with the help of suggestion was a what? Was a wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you cast suggestion on Poe, right? Or on the audience?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, on the audience.
Okay. You probably can't cast it on that many people, but I'm gonna let it slide. They rolled a nat 1.
Oh my god!
Sorry, a dirty one, because they get a -1 to wisdom. So the crowd is like literally eating this shit up. You guys also look, and you guys even see Chucklehead be like, you know what? This guy's got a point. Usually this guy's pretty annoying, but this guy has a point. And he's sort of like looking around, and he's like, and like Chucklehead sort of like you guys hear like clapping and like yelling and like, woo! Poe for president! and like Poe's kind of like eating it up. And then you see Chucklehead sort of like come up to the front, and he's like, all right. Okay. So, you know, I'm a man of the people. The worm pokes out of the eye, and he goes, "Listen, I'm happy to give our list of demands to Scabatha, or, you know, facilitate this somehow. Like, you know, what do you guys want to do?" So agreeable. And the crowd is just like, all of a sudden, they're yelling like all these suggestions to Chucklehead, like, where's Stess? Kill Scabatha! Better ingredients! just like random, just like everything that a crowd is. So, what do you guys do in this moment?
Let's go in there and make our demands!
Everyone, all at once.
I shove my fist in the air and say, riot!
Yes.
And yeah. Oh, and then I'm gonna cast a I'm gonna do. I feel like my cantrips have changed. I'm gonna do a minor.
Sorry.
I'm gonna do a minor illusion of like some boxes like being knocked like kind of far away from me, like off a stand, just to like start the like.
I take out my dagger and I like throw my fist up in the air while holding my dagger and just yell like, "For the goblins!
For the goblins!" Everyone starts fucking freaking out.
For Oinky!
And they're like,
Oh.
so as like a mob, like literally like, I mean, it's like, you know, 10-ish people deep, you guys, but you know, you guys are all goblins, and you just start moving with the crowd. Goblin and Poe are like leading it, and you guys start walking towards the front of Loomlurch. And I mean, as you guys are like leaving the goblin area, you guys fully see it's like that Shrek moment where it's like the villagers are like rioting, and so they just like, one grabs like a torch, one grabs like a rake, one grabs like a shovel, one grabs like a crowbar, like one just is like, one who is the guy who makes taffy is just like really, really buff. Just super buff, and he's just like, let's go. And you're like, okay, I guess he's just like going in bare-handed. You go, girl. And you guys start making your way to the front door of Loomlurch. Do you guys do anything with the crowd or anything like that?
Oh, you know, I think I probably just set fire to my stall, honestly.
Okay.
And then I feel like, I turn to Harper, who is in the middle of setting fire to her stall, and say, Harper, what are you doing? We have a job to do.
I got a little carried away. Okay, let's go.
Come on, guys, let's make our way to Scabatha's castle.
As you guys are leaving, so this turns into like, for the goblins, and then as Harper sort of like, yeah, for the goblins, she gets a little carried away. She grabs a torch off the side of Loomlurch, lights up her stall, which immediately fucking like lights up immediately. It's like so flammable. You're like, oopsie. You start to see all of the goblin market stalls like start burning down, and as you guys are like leaving, you guys notice the crowd is getting bigger and bigger because it's being added to by like all of the shoppers and stuff. Some of them are sort of like, okay, I guess this is what we're doing now. And you see like just like a dwarven woman with like a long red beard. She has like a basket full of like treats and stuff. She just throws down the basket and starts like going with the crowd. So you guys are rolling hella deep up into the front of Loomlurch.
Yes.
All right, I hope that's enough of a distraction.
Okay, so you guys get up to the front of Loomlurch, and unlike how the first time you came in Meow Wolf, there is no fucking around. Like, literally, like, the crowd is just like, it's open! And just, you see someone in the front just, like, kick it open, and they're like,
oh my god.
And, no locks! And they just, like, run in.
Yes.
And they're all, like, swarming through the parlor, and
Did they fuck up the tea sets and everything?
they do start fucking up the tea sets. As they start fucking up the tea sets, one of them bumps into one of the chairs, and you guys hear, and you guys see 3 of the chairs become giant, fanged, slobbering mimics. And realize that this room has been trapped the whole, or this room was guarded the whole time. You guys just never sat the fuck down. And as you guys were, as like sort of like this more chaos happens, the mimics just start fucking tearing into a couple people, and the crowd gets like even crazier. You guys sort of slam through the next door, which wasn't locked either, and you guys are now back in the workshop where you were before. There, as I still described, there's still the windows to
To the wall!
outside, which is now completely on fire. You guys like look up, everything is like burning. The whole goblin market is fully on fire, and you guys see like a bunch of boggles outside like, I'm melting! And you guys also see a couple of tin soldiers like kind of running around. And so you guys don't see anyone in the workshop, but it does look like it got sort of turned up since after you guys were here before. The half of the you guys hear a ton of shouting and shit, and just the mimics are going ham, and you just hear people like fighting the mimics hardcore. You guys are in the workshop, and the crowd is sort of just like swarming around you. You guys notice that the door that the boggles were able to kind of creep under is locked, and you start seeing people swarm out through the side door, and you see people sort of like running out the side door, and go ahead and make me a perception check. Anyone can do it.
All of us or just one of us?
Any of you.
Perception.
Got a 17.
Okay.
16.
9.
Okay.
So in the kind of like chaos, like you guys clock, okay, this is the exit that's open right now. And as you guys see people like running out, like you sort of you notice, oh, the animals, that's where they are. And so you're like, okay, that's at least where the animal pen is, and that's where Oink is gonna be. So that's your only, that's what you got right now.
Yes. Got something.
So we found out. Okay, we know that there's like kids in the dormitory, right? And then we know,
You know that there
that
are kids in the dormitory. You know that there is. Let me check this really quick. So yeah, it's dormitory. There's also going to be kids in the kitchen, which is where Will said his is like where the oubliettes, like the prisons are, is hidden in the kitchen and where his parents would be. However, Skabatha has the key to that. Someone else might have the key, but you guys are not 100% sure. So dormitory, the kitchen, and then also the textile mill. So sort of in the different work areas. And Oink, who is in the garden.
Okay. Oink is low on my priorities.
Oink is low on your priorities. I actually can't.
Oink is high on my priorities.
Oink is like, he is a named NPC. You don't know what these other fucking kids' names are. I'm just kidding.
True.
That's hella funny.
Also here to kill Skabatha and perhaps find Will's parents.
Yeah, like there's a lot at stake here. So, but anyway, you guys I need a decision. What are you guys doing?
We should kill Skabatha.
Well, Skabatha.
Okay. You are going to have to find her, or you can help the crowd kill the mimic and see if she comes to check, or like, but she's not here right now.
Let's help him kill the mimic, because I don't want the mimic to kill any of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
then
for sure.
We'll find her.
Cool, good plan.
So,
okay. Who's feeling lucky?
I've been rolling terribly.
Okay.
I do not feel lucky.
Linz?
I can bend luck. Yeah, I feel lucky.
Okay. Linz, you can pick 10 or below. No one, 10 or below, no one has died. 10 or above, someone has died already.
Am I rolling a d20?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're rolling to the death.
Oh my god.
14.
Okay, so I said, or did you want it like high is not dead, right?
High is not dead.
High is not dead.
Terribly.
Okay. High is not dead. Okay. No one has died yet. There was enough people around that, like, as soon as the mimics came out, everyone was like, "Oh no, stab that! Get that shit out of here!" So you just see people, but it's like, I mean, these are normies. These are not adventurers. So no one is magic. Everyone is literally just stabbing the mimics, and the mimics are so fucking pissed.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
How far away would you say we are from, like, I guess, how many mimics are there?
There's 3.
How far away am I from the 3 of them?
I would say since you guys had stepped into the other, like the workshop area, you guys are probably like within, let's just say 30 feet. You guys are probably like the max, you know.
Can I cast magic missile and try to get each of the 3 missiles to just hit each of them? Like 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Does a 17 hit? Oh no, wait. No, just kidding. This is instantaneously. Just
okay.
kidding. Just
love that.
kidding. 1d4 plus 1 force damage. Cool. 4. Cool. So 5.
5 damage? Okay.
Yeah. To each of the mimics. And that's just a thing I have, which is cool, so that doesn't cost me a spell slot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Don't be a mimic. Don't be a mimic. I was so like, holy fuck, they're not gonna touch the mimics. And then I was like, okay, you don't touch the mimics.
Perfect.
And then you guys are like, actually, I flood the area with NPCs.
Yeah.
Touch the mimics from afar.
Exactly. Okay. Let's see how many. Ooh. Good. We're gonna say Meow Wolf, you go next.
Okay. I cast Ice Shard on the closest mimic. How close am I to it?
We'll say the farthest one you're 30 feet from, and then the closest one you're like 25 feet from.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let me go ahead and where did it go? Where is it?
Can we wrap up after this fight?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm looking at the time for you, Zindi. Don't worry.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and cast Cloud of Daggers over where the mimic is. Closest one.
Closest mimic. Okay. So closest mimic. How much? Or what do you roll to hit?
Uh, 11 slashing damage.
Ooh, okay. So you just like bunch of ice daggers at this mimic, and you just it just is like it takes 12 damage. You said
11.
11. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Zinde, go ahead.
Yeah. I don't really have. I don't really have any like offensive things. Oh, I do have my weapons. Though. Hold on.
I was like, you got
Okay.
something, right?
I got weapons. Okay. I'm gonna stab with my long sword.
Stabby stab. All right. So you run up to the closest one and just shank him. Okay.
Nice.
Roll to hit.
What do I roll for that?
There should be a number next to the weapon. It should say like +5 or something like that.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Sorry, wrong one. 1d8 +1. 2. But I have like double action too, right? So I can slash twice. I believe. Bonus action. 2 weapon fighting.
Oh, yeah, then yeah, you can totally do that. As long as the weapon was light, I believe.
Yes, and then I'll use my dagger as well. For 1d4 +3. Okay, 5. So I did 2 with my longsword, 5 with the dagger.
Fantastic. Okay, so you do 7 damage. Let's see here. Okay, so that first one is definitely getting a little bloody. And then the other 2 are just like so motherfucking mad. Okay. Go ahead, and I am gonna roll for Z Mimics. let's see what they can do. Okay, so one is gonna bite Zindi.
No.
Oh. Don't worry, she doesn't hit on the first one.
Nice.
Okay, second mimic is gonna try and bite. 17 hits you, Zindi?
How do I know it? Yes, it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have AC 14. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll. One target hit. Plus okay, 1d8 plus 3. And then another d8. Math is hard. Oh, okay. 5. Okay, you get 5 damage. 5 damage, Zimby. And then the last one. I am gonna just bite a rando.
No.
Doesn't. The last mimic goes for like Chucklehead and is like, and Chucklehead's like, whoa, and jumps out the way, and they don't hit. Harper, your turn.
Oopsies. They're still like 30 feet away, right? From me. I didn't move. Yeah, I didn't move. I would like to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Ooh.
Yeah. A stream of acid emanates from you in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide in a direction that you choose.
Okay.
You have to succeed a dex save or be covered in acid for the duration. It is a concentration spell.
Okay, roll for the mimics. They get a +1 to dex.
The DC
that one
is
just
15.
went so far. Okay, well 2 have failed. Last one makes it. Okay, so last one makes it, 2 fail.
Okay.
So there's A, B, and C. B is the one that's closest to you. Or closest to Zindi, I should say.
Okay. Cool. And then
Which ones did you want
2d4.
which ones did you want to fail?
Probably the one closest to Zindi, and then the other one closest to that one. So I guess
Okay,
B and C? Oh, B and A.
Okay. How much damage do they take?
So it's... Eight... yeah. Excuse me. 8 acid. Each.
Unless they passed.
Unless they passed, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And nothing... Yeah, nothing's halved, so just the 2 get 8 each.
Okay. The one closest to Zindi is like its mouth is just like gushing blood at this point, like its teeth are all bloody. And it's getting a little slower. Meow Wolf. That is you.
Right. I'm going to do thunder. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave on the closest enemy. I'm gonna cast it at a 3rd level. Pyom. Got 17 Thunder Wave damage.
Oh, okay.
Do they have a save? Of 30.
Yeah, they have an AC. It is.
Yeah, there's a Constitution save involved.
Oh, Constitution save? Okay. They get a +2. Okay. Mimic A. Natural 1.
Yes. 17.
Mimic 2. 18 passes.
All right.
Mimic C fails. Okay. So the two that are looking good fail, which is good.
All right. You get electrocuted.
How much damage do they take?
17.
Fantastic. Oh, that's so many. Okay. So you like Meow Wolf sort of just like zaps them, and the mimics are like zzz, and you hear the crowd like, yeah! You guys got kind of like an audience for this. All of the mimics look pretty fucked up. The last mimic is looking the jolliest, but they are getting a little slower. Zindi.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do my crossbow instead, and I can only do one because it's heavy, so darn, rolled terribly. Okay, 5. I'm gonna do the one that's closest to me is still alive, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll shoot that one in the face.
So you're just like point blank in like one of its little eyes.
Yep.
And it's like, "Arr!" And it loses an eye. It's looking very fucked. Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And I'm gonna have our boy Will go. I forgot to have him go. So let's see. I'm just pulling up a random thing for him. But yes, he can use Thunder Wave as well. So I think I'm gonna do that. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating blah blah blah. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I can get all of them. Okay, yeah, that's fucking great for this. Okay, let's see here. They have a Constitution saving throw. Let's see what our boy is at. Okay. Let's see what they get. First one. 12. I think that might just be... Oh, nope, it's 13! Okay, so 1 fails. 2 fails. 1 passes. Okay, so A and B are gonna take 2d10 force damage. Let's see here. Okay, so that's 6. That's how that is, right? Yep. Okay. So 6 damage. And 6 damage. Zindi, the one in front of you is looking so turned.
Damn, he's still alive?
He's still alive, but he's like the tongue is just like...
Okay. Got it.
Okay, Harper, that's you. These are fairly beefy boys. You guys realize now that like the reason Scabitha had her shit unlocked is because she put many a monster in this room.
Okay.
Let me see which one's better. Or I will just caustic brew again.
Cool.
Oh, Well, because it's a concentration spell. So
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna continue to throw acid at them. So you'll have to make a dex save again.
Good plan.
Okay. What was the DC
AC's
again?
15.
All right, mimic A. No.
Well,
Nope. Nope. None of them make it. I'm
Yay!
rolling really bad. Okay, how much did they take?
Acid rain.
They will take. Oops. 5 acid damage.
Acid rain. Acid rain.
Zindi, write that down.
acid rain for my next song.
For your next song. You're like, that's catchy. Alright, cool. Meow Wolf.
Righty, let's see here. Got 1 second level spell left. Alright, let me go ahead and go with another cloud of daggers. Do I... Let me pull this up real quick. The mimics move? Well, I didn't mean to cast that, but I did anyways.
They have not moved. It's too crowded in here.
Well, that's fantastic because it looks like it stays. It looks like it stays, doesn't it?
Oh, can I give Meow Wolf a bardic inspiration with that song? I start singing.
Absolutely. I can totally do that. Yeah. Sure thing.
Back. And now, Meow Wolf, you get 1d8 to any ability check or attack.
Perfect. I'm just gonna go ahead and second level Cloud of Daggers it again, and I'm gonna use the bardic inspiration, and I'm gonna do it at a. Actually, I'm gonna do Thunder Wave at a first level. I'm gonna use the D8 as well.
Awesome.
Okay.
Roll it up.
Great, let's do it. Alright, so Thunder Wave, we got, can they roll a save? They have to roll a Constitution save of 13.
Oh, Constitution save 13? Okay, let's see here. Mimic A. Nope. Mimic B. Passes. Mimic C also passes. So Mimic A could be
That's
dead.
7.
Yeah.
Is he finally dead?
Plus the D8, right? When you get that D8.
Yeah, plus 1d8.
Let's see, plus the D8. So the 7 plus... Ooh, plus another 7. 14.
You see Mimic A, which is the one that's like next to Zindi. It sees its brother dying, and it's like, "Argh!" And someone right before you cast your spell just puts its shovel down on it, sort of like pinning it to the ground, and you just like bunch of daggers into it, and the mimic's like, "Argh!" And it collapses in a heap on the ground. Damn.
Hooray!
Wow.
Yes.
All right. Zindi, that's you.
Okay, I'm gonna do my two weapons. I'm gonna do longsword and rapier for slash my longsword at Mimic B, and then slash and stab my rapier for a total of 7 damage.
Okay, Mimic B.
What?
At Mimic B?
Yeah.
You see Mimic B, like you're just like, fuck out of here, dude. And Mimic B was like so bloody, and it's like, "Argh!" And you just are like, shoot, and it's like very like the rapier is like a little sharp because you never use it, so it's just like, and it's almost too easy, and the mimic bee is like, and just
Oh.
dies.
Woo!
And the last mimic is like, and it turns back into a chair.
Cool. Yay!
And okay. Harper, roll me 2 d20s. Above 10, no one died on both.
Oh my God.
On both the d20s. Lower than 10 on either of the d20s, someone died.
Ah! Okay.
I'm still singing.
12 and a 13.
Woo!
No one fucking died. So as sort of like you guys are like looking around, you guys are breathing hard. Mimics fucking just dead and bloody on the floor. The chair is like seeped in blood. Teapot, cups, pieces everywhere. You guys hear the crackling of the goblin market outside, fully on fire. You guys hear yelling from the garden, and you guys hear in the not so far future a raspy voice, and you hear, "What the fuck is all this nonsense?" And we're gonna cut there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream.